morning. This is the Abundance Mindset Podcast. Sit back and relax as we discuss hot topics on how to handle and grow your business, self-development, and how positivity can bring profitability in your life. Here are your hosts, Vinney and Walter.
Welcome back, alchemists. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Walter Morello, and the great Vinney Smile Chopra. Vinney, who do you have with you today?
Oh my gosh, my partner, my brother, Josh right here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Woohoo!
So Vinney, what are you doing in Scottsdale?
Oh my gosh, we are making deals like nobody's business, brother. I mean, we are here. I think we just did it in last 2 days. 126 million? 128 million dollar deals in 2 days. And it is four projects in 2 days. And the key thing is, it's the abundance mindset, which is our show. You got to be positive. Positivity brings profitability. The book, we talked about, and it's the changing and feeling strongly. There we go, brother.
Yeah,
Buddy, and syndication. It's the power of raising money that makes money for you, or not for me, but for the investors also. They will be millionaires because they'll be investing in $126 million deals to make it profit for them, 20, 30% returns per year. I'm not selling any security. I want to say that because we are going live on the show.
If you're watching this, not financial advice, you can't get into this deal.
Yes, I'm not a CPA. I'm not an attorney. I'm just a regular guy who just found out how to use, friends and other people through syndication, the level of uniformity. See, all the Googles and the Facebooks and all these companies, they raise money, and that's where we buy stocks.
Yep.
And that's what syndication is. We sell our piece of the deals for $5,000 per share. Same way, which 5,000 becomes 15,000 and 20,000, and that's what it's all about. Power of syndication. Anyway.
And it's funny because we were just talking about this.
This is the property we are buying right there.
How many units is that, Vinney?
This is, brother, 60 units, but we'll be able to house 100 people here, seniors. There are 2 bedrooms and there is 1 bedroom, right? Private. And that's going to give us 7,500 to 8,500 per private room, right? For seniors. It's actually 10,000 next door. Literally 10,000 per month next door. I'm not kidding. And it's a dump. It's a dump. It is. It is a dump.
Been there for 40 years.
40 years. I mean, brother, Josh has lived over here, so over 30 years.
42 years.
42 years, brother. Oh my gosh, that's how long I've been married. I've been married today. I mean, this year I'll be married 43 years, right?
That's
we'll be in Morocco and enjoying our anniversary, which I leave next week, as you know. But I'll be doing the show from Morocco and everything, and Canada and everywhere. I'll be in Montreal, next week, and all this, and Toronto, everything. So we're gonna do the show all the way around the world, brother. International.
So Vinney, one of the reasons that people love learning from you is because not only do you help with the knowledge and the sales and like figuring out how to get the money, but the other side is net worth, right? Net worth goes up. Your investors' net worth goes up. Principle 9, which is coming up this Saturday, is track your net worth. Focus on your net worth, track it, and increase it and grow it. So for you just shared that you can get a 30% return on investment for the investors who are already in this deal. Obviously can't get into the new deal, but the past deal, that's what they're going to be looking at. So 30% over 5 years, that's 150% return on investment. So they're more than doubling.
Brother. You bet. And the low, people have money sitting in the bank with 7% inflation. It could be even 9% inflation.
Which over 5 years is a 35% loss.
You got it, brother. That is the real deal. A lot of people don't understand that. that means your net worth went down by 35%.
Right.
What? Not increase, but decrease.
And that's where the whole value of a dollar in 1901 to 2021 comes in.
Yes.
Well, why did
yes.
over 100 years, what used to be $1,000 was worth $50,000? Well, that's because inflation has just sliced away at the dollar.
Totally.
So with investors, like you obviously you work with accredited investors, and
Yes.
accreditation is important in real estate because without accreditation, you can't get into deals like syndications. Really good
Yes.
deals with good opportunities.
There is like 506B and 506C, which I teach in my academy, in my course and everything, brother. And you can take sophisticated investors, but in a deal, 506B exemption, regulation D, you can get up to 35 non-accredited people in a deal. 35.
Right.
They have less than $1 million net worth. We are talking about that. Now, through SEC ruling, Securities and Exchange Commission ruling, and regulations, which is the watchdog, which I love to be in that field because everybody's transparent and trust. Because as a syndicator, you have to keep the books and everything so that investors know what they're getting into and the risks and rewards, because nobody, when the rewards are high, risks are there too, right?
Risks are there as well.
They are there. So one should look into. Yeah.
It's funny you say it because obviously Elon Musk is not a fan of the SEC because Elon's playing at the big game. He's super visible, so he's got all these different problems. But as syndicators, we really never hear from the SEC. They never really get involved as long as we follow all the rules, right? We do everything right.
Yes, exactly. I've done like 40 deals, brother. 40 deals. Raised maybe 221 million or whatever. And now we're raising 100 million in the fund. And there'll be so many people love to come and become part of. Again, we are not selling any security. We are just doing the deals. Last 2 days, 126 million. They're going to take time to put the packets and everything and all that stuff, right? And we're going to do projections, how it's going to grow, money is going to grow and all that stuff, right? But the key thing is net worth. We are talking to this topic. It's so important. A lot of people in this world don't want to put it down how many assets they own.
Right.
Assets is money in the bank, money in retirement, your personal furniture, your personal, all these diamonds and gold and whatever, and all your investments, your mutual funds, your life insurance, all those things, right? Your investments, how much they are worth, all those are assets. Then you take out the liabilities. If you own a home and your home is worth $1 million, but you own 700,000, you're right, brother. 700,000 is the loan. So the bank owns the part of your home, but now $1 million minus 700, you own 300,000 assets. Liabilities from the asset, you will take out liabilities. And that's what is the net worth. And that's what we need to look at it. A lot of very, very strength of the people comes when you are really, really sincere to yourself, because you are the CEO of your life. And you meet the CEO every morning when we brush our teeth, when we get up, and we put lipstick on our, not me, but, ladies put lipstick, on their face, right? Right, brother?
Yep.
I mean, or we do shaving for guys. So who can give us the raise? Who could help us to increase our net worth is us.
You're looking at him in that.
You're looking at it, brother.
That's right.
Every morning. So we need to really be sincere who we are and do that net worth, which we are trying to speak today. To do that, if you have not done it, everybody listening to us in the podcast and live show right now, everything, I encourage you, and you should DM Brother Walter. We'll give you the worksheet. Free, totally free. Goal setting for 2023, 24, 25. We got 5 pages of goal setting. for you to see where you have been, where you are going, what you're going to do in your life. Everything is in that worksheet, free, nothing. We want to spread the knowledge so that you could become multi-millionaire, because Brother Walter and my quest is to make 1 million millionaires. Yes, sir. It starts from 100 to 1,000, and those millionaires will be making other millionaires. And the lifetime goal, I'm 71, I'll be 71 in August, is that next 30 years, I want to talk like this, walk like this, and plastic surgery, I'll do all that. Afford it. We can afford it. Stem cells.
Vinney,
you
30
bet,
years from
brother.
now, you and I are going to look exactly the same.
Yeah. We're going to defy age. Everybody listening to us, I mean, I'm so happy. I'm telling you, you got to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's the other part we want to talk about, is that your net worth will increase 10 times, 20 times, 100 times. I'm telling you, from 50,000 net worth, if anybody's got, or 100,000, you could have $1 million net worth if you put your mind to it. If you have side hustles, if you invest your money correctly, because money needs to grow. It doesn't need to go down.
And for everybody who's listening right now, I'm always humbled whenever I talk to Vinney, right? Because my personal net worth right now is right around 5 million. And I've been told, don't say that on calls because it could go down, but I don't subscribe to that. If it does go down, I'm going to buy more. That just means an opportunity to go up. So, but it's, I remember when my net worth was $5,000. It was $5,000. Like I remember that so clearly.
Yes.
And I remember
had zero, brother.
Right,
You
remember the zero?
When I got married with my lovely wife, Kanchan, I want to pay respect to her. She's the biggest beacon, and we had minus account.
Yeah.
We had no bank account. I took money on my credit card, which I had won the trip. Some of the people know me in my book also. I talk about, and the podcast shows that we had negative money 43 years back. And now we are reaching close to $1 billion in real estate AUM, 1 billion. And with this 172, 126 million last 2 days, I mean, it's going to flourish. And my goal, I've been saying that for last 2 years, is 2 billion with the B.
2 billion
in senior assisted living, brother. And that's going to happen. It's the manifestation of the mindset. You can go out of your comfort zone and you send the signals out in the cosmos with intention, very strong intention, because law of attraction, law of manifestation only works if you're sincere, you're genuine. And then the God says, whoever your God is, I respect every religion. But the thing is, you got to be intentional with the biggest signal waves out there to say, I want this to happen to serve the seniors. The silver tsunami. I'll be 71. 70,
I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to say silver tsunami.
71 in August,
71.
brother. Yeah, Godiva chocolates. Yeah, dark chocolates.
The tsunami is coming. The silver tsunami is on its way.
Silver tsunami. I mean, 57 million people who are baby boomers will be retiring. 10,000. They're retiring and turning 65 every night in USA. Every single night, USA, 10,000 more people becoming seniors. It will be 94 million people. 94 million out of, I think I saw the projections in next 30, 40 years, the population of USA is going to be 425 million total. And 94 out of that will be seniors. So trillions of dollars will be spent for seniors.
Seniors have all the money.
All the money, brother. I mean, all these unnecessary products, all these things are going to be amazingly, this business of senior assisted living to serve people. It's
Nope.
the biggest business there will ever be, ever be.
I'm getting my senior surfboard ready to ride the silver tsunami.
You should, because it's coming.
It's coming, brother.
Huge wave.
The huge wave.
Yeah.
It's the biggest tsunami ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I talk about 3 tsunamis: millennial tsunami, the immigration tsunami, and the silver tsunami, brother. Silver tsunami is going to overtake this nation like anybody's business.
And what's crazy is they're all happening at the same time, and you can have the
Same
same
time.
plan for it, right? It's the same plan. Still build
It's all housing.
senior living.
It's all housing, brother. Josh is the master. Brother, tell me.
I'm not a master.
No, you are.
Been a real estate broker in Phoenix for 25 years.
25 years. Oh, wow. 25 years. The good part is, brother just trained 250 Keller Williams. What was that?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, we're not bragging about it.
No.
Let's
That's
brag!
I mean, see, the thing is, it's teaching people how
Yeah.
to fish,
Right.
how to sell real estate, because real estate is the #1 thing where you will make your wealth. Everybody, billionaires, have real estate in their portfolio with the tax benefits, with the leverage. Those 2 things alone, by investing 100,000, my investors hold a position of 400,000. By buying 100,000 of Google stock, they only own 100,000 of Google stock, brother.
Yep. Little piece.
But in real estate, bank comes and they say, I like this deal. Wow, this underwrites really well. Bank says, I want to be part of you. Okay, how much loan you want? I'll give you 75% of the loan. You bring 25 down and you do all the work. And then after 5 years, you pay back my loan. But you know what? The equity you built of that $20 million, I don't want nothing out of that. What?
All yours.
All yours.
And that's the other part of
A lot
net
of
worth.
people don't know that.
That's the other part of net worth
It's
that I
so-
want
it's
to
so
point out is
I just,
you-
I mean, how can I teach these things? I want to teach this to everybody on this whole earth, because leverage, low interest rates, and the equity gain that you get in the real estate, there is no investment in the world. That's why millionaires, billionaires, which we are talking about today, is the net worth. How you want to increase your net worth from 50,000 or 100,000 to 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, or 1,000 times is through real estate. And understanding there is $36 trillion in retirement funds in USA alone.
36
And by
trillion.
self-directing, not Wall Street, because when you are with, nothing to take away from Schwab's and the Fidelities and T. Rowe Price, I have accounts with all of them, right? But they only want you to buy REITs, REITs. Very good, very good. But do you get deductions in the K1 for REITs? No. Do you get, if you pay 100,000? I'm not saying that, and no claiming, guys. It's all just examples. How can you give a K1 of minus $75,000 to the investor to back it against their other passive incomes? Or if you're active, making your W-2 income and you're an active member of the LLC, you get to write it off in your active income. Wow. Legally pay, let Tom will write, from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki and Ken McElroy, big brothers, right? They teach how to pay as little tax as you can. President Trump, right? With billions of dollars, paid so little tax. That's what this is all about. How come all these Sony Corporation, I still remember that. It's just taking me back. I don't remember too much in my life. I remember only positive things. But I remember the one magazine, Time magazine, they said Sony paid less taxes than a postal worker she was driving the truck to deliver mails. She paid more taxes. There's billions of dollars of sales company like Sony. I'm not taking anything away. I'm just claiming it right there. I'm just stating the facts.
Yep.
That's because of how the whole system works. And real estate is one of the most powerful state to build your net worth. Net worth. Network is your net worth, and net worth is your network.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like
You
that
brought,
one.
you brought it all back. It is, if you're going to look to build your net worth, you need to do it quick. Real estate's the way to
Quick.
go. If you got time,
Today's
real
the
estate's
day.
the way to go.
Today's
Like,
the day, brother. Today's the day. One should do the net worth statement.
Yep.
To be frank, be open. Don't be just going in the dark and saying, oh yeah, I've got a net worth of X dollars. We need to be looking at net worth every month.
Yep.
There are softwares. There is mint.com.
Yeah,
There is
mint.com.
Sifi, SIFI.
Yep.
There are so many softwares free where you connect your accounts on every day in the morning. It's going to give you net worth statement every day.
Done.
Holy cow.
Yep.
And then you will look in your mirror and you say, you know what? What did I do yesterday to increase my net worth? How can we increase our net worth, brother? Is by serving people.
Yep.
By serving clients, by selling more of what you're selling, what you're passionate about, what's your system, what's the problem you're solving. Because if you solve bigger problems, you get paid bigger dollars.
You get those stacks,
Isn't that
Vinney.
right, brother?
Yes, sir.
Josh?
Yes,
Solve those big problems. Let's go.
I know. Look at that, $1 million. Look at this
We
here.
got it
This
back there.
property, this property over here, it took us 2 days to negotiate from 14 million. And there is a hospital right behind that palm tree over there. And we're going to be building right behind there, $4 million land is there. And another 4 million we're going to invest and buy. And then we're going to build 176 condominiums. That's
I
the
love-
other $75 million project. And then we are doing another deal for 18 million, which is going to triple the money in 2 years or 3 years. And then we have another one behind there, behind that, right there, after that apartment, there is a land where we're going to build another assisted living or another hotel, which is already permitted. And yesterday we went to the city hall, which is right behind there. We are in Scottsdale, Arizona, brother. And we went to the building department. We
Nope.
don't leave anything on chance.
Went in,
No.
built the relationships, checked everything, make sure everything
Just
will
came
work.
2 days back. Just came
Yep.
2 days back.
So
Didn't
how
know
long you in?
anybody anywhere.
How long you in Scottsdale? This is day 3. How long you gonna be there?
I'm filming today. Tony Brera, our good partner of mine. He was there, filming me all week long. In October he came to your convention, 100 million years, right? And the videos and everything.
Yep,
You
I
bet,
remember him, yep.
brother. So I'm in his studio today all day. So we'll be taking a lot of videotaping and everything. And then we're going to be, designing things and movie and all that stuff on me. Yeah. And how I can bring value to millions of people around the world. Yeah.
So for everybody who's been watching and listening to this today, just what Vinney said is really important. Go and track your net worth. Get honest about it. Figure out where you're at, where you've been, and don't be embarrassed or ashamed of what you write down on that piece of paper. Just look at that as starting. That's your starting point. Look at the past. I'm sure it was lower at some point, and just move your way forward.
Yes.
And every single year, set the goal, double your net worth. How can I double my net worth? How can I double my net worth? Some of us are able to do it in 6 months. Some of us takes a year or 2 years. But unless you start thinking about it, unless you start focusing on it and listening to guys like Vinney and some of the other investors he mentioned, like, Ken McElroy and Robert Kiyosaki and Josh in the car here.
Right. Oh my God. You name Tom Hopkins, brother Tom Hopkins.
Yep.
Right here in Scottsdale. Mark Victor Hansen, I just texted him. He's the author of chicken soup of the soul.
And
And
millionaire,
Crystal and Mark
1 minute
invited
millionaire.
me.
Yep.
Last time when I was here in April last year, we went on the all the national parks tour with my family. I was here, we ended the tour in Scottsdale. They invited me for dinner. It was so wonderful because see, the thing is, you got to, and he sold 500 million copies of Chicken Soup of the Soul. 500 million. Number one author and publisher in the world. Mark Victor Hansen, wonderful soul, and Crystal, his wife. It was so nice to have, I'll send you the picture with sipping wine, Cabernet in Scottsdale at the very nice restaurant. They invited me that night. It's all in the network. It's all in relationships because your net worth will increase because of the relationships you build.
So Vinny, obviously, my next meeting is jumping in. So.
Oh, you bet, brother. I know we can talk and talk and talk. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Remember, this is the live show, Abundance Mindset with Vinney and Goalter, brother. And then also, we make a podcast out of this and shorts and reels. And then we'll talk to you from Montreal or Canada next week, Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 noon Eastern. Brother Walter, thank you. I love you. This is so wonderful. And we'll make hay for everybody. We want to change the world. It all starts one person at a time.
Hell yeah.
And
Let's
it's
give
the
Vinny,
mindset.
appreciate
it's the
you, Vinny.
mindset of abundance and positivity. And God bless you. God bless you. You bet, brother. You bet. You
Everybody's
bet.
listening.
Thank
Cheers to
you.
your success, your choice. Always work with the best. Josh, thanks for hanging with us today, man. Cheers, Vinny. I'll see you next
Absolutely.
week.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Go get it.
Go get it, bro.
Hey there, next episode is on Thursday. Thank you for listening to Abundance Mindset, live every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on social media platforms. Hosted by Vinney Chopra and Walter Amarillo. Be sure to subscribe, leave your comments, and give a 5-star review. Thanks.